In today's episode of The Story of Animals, we're exploring one of nature's most feared creatures, the snake. With their slithering movements, sharp fangs, and mysterious presence, snakes have been at the center of human fears and ancient tales for centuries. But how much of that fear is grounded in reality, and how much is just the result of myths and misunderstandings? Let's uncover the truth by diving into snake fears versus facts. One of the most common fears is the idea that all snakes are dangerous and poisonous. The reality is far less intimidating. While it's true that some snakes are venomous, the vast majority of snake species are harmless to humans. Out of over 3,000 snake species worldwide, only about 20% are venomous. Many snakes, such as garter snakes and ball pythons, are completely harmless and avoid human contact whenever possible. Most snake bites occur because a person accidentally steps on a snake or threatens it out of fear. Snakes are naturally shy creatures that prefer to flee from danger. They aren't actively hunting humans or seeking confrontation unless they feel threatened. A common misconception that fuels fear is the idea that snakes chase humans. This myth has appeared in countless stories and movies, but the truth is far simpler and far less dramatic. Snakes do not chase humans. Instead, when a snake appears to follow or chase someone, it's most likely just trying to escape a perceived threat. Snakes are not built to chase down prey over long distances and lack the stamina to do so. Most snake encounters are accidental, and a snake's natural instinct is to retreat, not to attack. This myth perpetuates unnecessary anxiety, but in reality, snakes are far more likely to vanish into their natural habitat than to pursue humans. Another major fear is that venomous snakes are lurking around every corner, just waiting for the chance to strike. While there are venomous snakes in the world, they are far less common in human daily life than many believe. Venomous species tend to stick to their natural habitats, avoiding human activity when possible. For example, the rattlesnake, one of the most iconic venomous species in North America, only becomes defensive when threatened. With proper precautions, such as staying aware of your surroundings and avoiding stepping into unfamiliar terrain, encounters with venomous snakes are rare. Most snake bites are the result of surprise or accidental contact rather than intentional aggression. One of the most irrational fears is the belief that snakes are actively stalking or hunting humans. This idea is rooted in horror stories and folklore, but is entirely false. Snakes do not view humans as food. Most snakes hunt small mammals, birds, amphibians, or fish, depending on the species and habitat. Humans are far too large for most snake species to see as prey. In truth, snakes are opportunistic hunters that rely on stealth and ambush. Their primary goal is survival, not hunting humans. A snake's behavior in the wild is focused on finding food and avoiding predators, not targeting human beings. Another fear that fuels our anxiety is the belief that snakes are unpredictable and will strike at any moment. While it's true that a startled snake may defend itself if it feels trapped. Most snake bites are avoidable with respect and knowledge. Snakes give plenty of warning before striking, such as coiling, rattling their tails, or exhibiting defensive behaviors. Being mindful during outdoor activities, respecting a snake's space, and learning how to identify common warning behaviors can dramatically reduce the risk of an encounter turning dangerous. Snakes prefer to avoid humans altogether and will only strike as a last resort. While many fear snakes, they actually play an essential role in maintaining ecological balance. Snakes are natural predators that help control populations of rodents, insects, and other small animals. Without snakes, ecosystems would become overrun with prey species, leading to disruptions in the food chain. Snakes are often feared, but rarely understood. The reality is, most snakes are harmless, and the fear they inspire stems from myths, misunderstandings, and lack of knowledge. By learning the truth about these creatures, we can shift fear into respect and curiosity, allowing us to coexist with nature more peacefully. Now, it's time to see how much you've learned from today's episode. We've got 3 fun trivia questions coming up. Ready? Let's start. Question 1. What percentage of the world's snake species are venomous? Answer B. 20%. Only about 20% of the world's 3,000 snake species are venomous. Most snakes are completely harmless and avoid humans whenever possible. Let's move on to question 2. Do snakes actively chase humans? Answer C. No, they typically avoid humans unless they feel threatened. Snakes don't have the stamina or motivation to chase humans. Most of the time, when they appear to be following someone, they are trying to escape a perceived threat. On to our last question. Question 3. How can most snake encounters be avoided? If you answered B, you are correct. Snakes give warning signs like coiling, rattling their tails, or slithering away. Being aware of these behaviors and respecting a snake's natural habitat can prevent encounters. Great job if you've got all 3 correct. If you missed one, don't worry. Now you know more about snakes. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.